And I told y'all earlier that the young boys was ready to play. CORMANI McClain, Omarion Miller, you just got to put them out there and let them play. There's some ballers, especially CORMANI McClain. Miller has been showing what he could do at practice this whole time. He's been balling at practice the whole time. CORMANI McClain, people saying he's been struggling at practice, getting the understanding the calls, getting in the right position, understanding technique. Of course, practice is a time to get better and to learn things and to work on things. But as far as being a gamer, some guys just have that thing in them that makes them be able to ball out when the lights are on. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's some guys are built like that. And I told you guys from the get-go, I put out a tweet not too long ago and said CORMANI McClain is that guy. He's a gamer in my opinion. You just got to let him play. And Coach Prime got to the point to where they say, okay, I've seen some plays in practice. Even without that, we have so many injuries and so thin at the position, and he's so talented. You got to give the guy a chance to play. And you see what happens. He go out there, he makes a play on Brendan Rice on a slant route, makes a tackle or two. He's there. He's involved. He's on special teams, making huge plays to stop first downs or even a touchdown type drive. You saw the guy come back and get a completed pass on the same play on the other side versus the other cornerback, who's actually a couple years older than CORMANI McClain. So the young guy was able to step in there, play well. The stage is not too big for him. We saw at Oregon, and I told you guys at Oregon, based off the film that I saw, he's going to be ready to play the next game, and it's not going to be too big of a stage for him. And that's exactly what happened. On the other side of the ball, Omarion Miller, the wide receiver from Louisiana, 6'2" freshman, ready to ball also. From the get-go when he came in, I had him number 2 on the depth chart at wide receiver, coming in as a freshman. He could ball out. Actually, I had Mikey Harrison number 2, but when I knew the talent that Harrison had, move him inside the tight end to go number 1. That moves Miller up to number 2. I said all he had to do was learn the playbook. He's behind Javon Antonio right now. If Javon Antonio has an injury or a slip up, it's going to give this guy a chance. That injury that Javon Antonio had where he didn't play in the game, that gave a guy like Javaris Dawson a chance. That's why you saw him score versus Nebraska and have a big game. Omarion Miller stepping right into that role now, able to step in and get chances. Every ball that was thrown to him, he made big plays on it. He caught it and turned it and cashed it in, basically. At wide receiver, he had 7 catches for 196 yards, 28-yard average, 1 touchdown. Where do they do that at as a true freshman coming in? Only played 11 snaps prior to this. So that's showing you the potential that Colorado has. Now some people saying Coach Prime didn't want to play these guys because he want to redshirt these guys. He want to keep them for next year when he had, well, if they redshirt or not this year, he's going to have them from next year. So is he trying to keep them for 3-4 years down the line from now, have an extra year? I don't know if he's thinking that far ahead, although he is a forward thinker. I think he's looking to try to win right now. He had older guys ahead of them. They're going to get that chance first. Now these young guys, they dog, we lost the game now, and we lost it convincingly. We're not going to keep the same guys out there. If you can play, we want to put you in. That's what these young guys came out there and proved this week. Deion Sanders trusting Omarion Miller, able to throw him up a few passes, and he was able to come down with it in clutch situations that second half versus not anybody. USC, dog. You did this versus USC, dog. 4 and 5 stars across the field. Perennial powerhouse. Lincoln Riley as the coach. Come on, man. He solidified, in my opinion, he solidified himself a starting spot for the rest of the year until he messes it up. Why would it change? Why would that change, man? 48-41 victory. Great comeback by Colorado to force this game to not go for that spread. A lot of people saying they're going to lose by 21. Well, they changed that. A couple plays I'll question during the game, and it shouldn't be on special teams, but it was on special teams. And one was a punt that we called where it was a rollout punt. Now, every other punt that we had has been just a straight drop back punt, the normal stuff that you see every day. This time we want to try a rolling punt for whatever reason, and it gets blocked. Why? And then you come back every other punt, you punt the ball and it's clean, no problems. Why change it up? We had problems on PAT. You made adjustments to that. We didn't have any problems today other than the miss by Jace Feely. Then you bring in Alejandro Automatica, Alejandro Mata to come in and make the field goals and PATs after that. No problems. But PAT or punt team, we get a block punt, and then other mishaps also. Even on questions like this. Why is Bishop Thomas, a defensive tackle at close to 300 pounds, why is he on kickoff team? That's just a question for me. I'm asking, why is Bishop Thomas on kickoff team? Can somebody tell me? Usually kickoff team is reserved for linebackers, DBs, athletic, faster guys. It used to be back in the day, you have a wedge where somebody, have wedge busters in there, but that's pretty much taken out of the game now. And most of the kids go through the end zone. So why do you have your 300-pound tackle running down on kickoff when we're trying to reserve energy anyway, especially on the defensive line? Then next to him, I saw lined up with Savell Smalls, another bigger defensive lineman. Who y'all finna catch on kickoff, on kick return, on kick team? Who y'all about to catch out there? Because once that kick return to get the ball, there's no defensive lineman about to catch him. Man, everybody on that kickoff team should be fast guys who can get down there, mostly backup linebackers. If every backup linebacker is not exhausted, there's no need for my defensive tackle to be on the kick off team where I'm sprinting down the field. You should be on the sideline resting, trying to come in to be ready fresh for the first and second down, dog. That baffles me. It's just a question I have. I'm not saying somebody wrong or right. Well, actually, I think that is wrong to have your defense tackle on there, but that's neither here nor there for me to debate. I'm asking the question, why do you guys think Bishop Thomas is on kickoff team running down the field as a defensive tackle? Not just Bishop, but any defensive tackle. Have you guys ever seen that before? Not I, said the dog. Not me. Never have, and I don't think I probably ever will again. All right. Go through a couple more stats right here, but my main thing was to get on here and let y'all know CORMANI McClain was that man. Omarion Miller is that guy, and these guys are ready to go. You got to put them in the game. Also, Alejandro Mata got 5 points on the day on his kicks. He's that guy too. Jace Feely might just need to be on kickoff or either long field goal attempts that they think Mata can't make for some reason. But shouts out to Feely. He is a good kicker. Some kickers, you might just miss some sometimes. You might just go through that funk, but he'll be fine in the long run. Willie Gaines Jr. came in and got a catch. I think he needs to be on the field somehow, some way, a lot more, getting a lot more snaps and getting the ball in his hands, even if it's on kickoff return or something like that. I know you got Dylan Edwards back there, but Willie Gaines Jr. would be a nice option. Also, as far as team stats go, 564 for Colorado, total yards 499 for SC. So Colorado actually outgained them. Passing yards 403 for Caleb Williams in SC, 371 for Deion Sanders in Colorado. 96 rushing yards for SC. Colorado won the rushing attack with 193 today. I told you guys that they could run the ball versus USC, and that's exactly what they found a way to do. Yards per play, 7.7 for USC. Just cannot sustain with that. 6.3 for Colorado. First downs, 26 for USC, 30 for Colorado. Man, pretty evenly matched right now. Time of possession, actually 32:05 for Colorado and 27:55 for USC at Folsom Field. Great game today. Heisman Trophy duel as they kind of, played it up to be. Deion Sanders 30 of 45, 371, 4 touchdowns. And then you go over to Caleb Williams, who got the win, who 30 of 40, 403 yards, 6 touchdowns for that guy. He tied a career high with 6 of them. 6 of them things, you dig? So going through those stats, man, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Get in the comments. I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that CORMANI McClain and Omarion Miller is those guys. Sorry for my lighting or whatever, but we here today. We'll be in Arizona next week for the Arizona State game, Colorado game. Then the following week, I'm thinking about it, probably be Stanford in Boulder, Colorado. In Boulder where it's colder, you feel me? As we wind down and get to mid-October into November, I'm sure it'll be nice and cold up there, man. Might need to give me a whole nother wardrobe. All right. Let me know what y'all think, man. Get in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. We got about this thing. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah. Oh.
I'm a big dog. What about you? Big dog status every time I fall through. Big dog money. Big dog chain.